Welcome to the Nifty Chicks, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nifty News. In this episode, we'll be talking about my favorite coffee shop, Starbucks, and how they're getting into the NFT action. And we'll be talking Bored Apes yet again, with their metaverse land selling out and Yuga Labs raking in $317 million. Let's do this. Welcome to the Nifty Chick. Hi, Minty Cell.
Hi, Jen FT. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
Yay, I'm good. I'm testing out a new camera today, so I feel like it's a little different. I just got this really cool like hang down camera. So,
Well, it
I don't know.
looks fabulous, and for whatever reason, it is pulling out the like caramel highlights you have in your hair, and it looks amazing.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know if it's a better quality camera than I had before, which I felt like my camera was pretty good.
I don't know, but I like it. I dig it.
Well,
Looks
thanks.
good.
Thank you. Lots of exciting news happening in the world of NFTs and cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned in the teaser something about coffee, and I don't know about you, but I really like coffee.
I love coffee. In fact, that is one of the things I missed most about moving to Puerto Rico, even though Puerto Rico has incredible coffee. But back where I
Mhm.
was in Fairfield, Connecticut, I could walk to like 3 different boutique high-end coffee shops, and I just loved it. That was my weekend activity. And
Oh,
here,
nice.
where we are in Palmas del Mar, we don't have as many options, and I miss that. I just love great coffee. That is just like a part of my day.
Yeah, that's funny. I actually don't really go out for coffee. I'm more of the I have to have my coffee. I make it the night before, so the first thing I do in the morning is hit the button, and just a few moments later, I've got my coffee.
Yeah, I've never had like an incredible coffee machine. I've had like the cheapo Walmart ones. Nothing against them, but it's just like occasionally I just want like a really nice latte and
Yeah, no, I
uh,
do too, but I'm
yeah.
fine with just the regular coffee,
Yeah.
for the
Well,
daily day to day
I
pick me up.
part of my purchasing of the new home in the near future, that is one top priority, is to get like a really nice high end coffee machine. I've never had one. I love coffee so much. I'm like, you know what? I gotta treat myself.
You
I'm
deserve
gonna get
it.
it. That's
I will
right.
come over for coffee then.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, speaking of coffee, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. So, Starbucks, you found this one, and I actually saw a little thing about it on Twitter, but Starbucks, I guess, is planning a global digital community around coffee.
Yeah, I'm
Shocker.
excited about this. I love Starbucks. I think it's a great company. I've loved what they've built. I love their story. I love the brand. I happen to love their coffee. I know everyone. Their taste is different, and there are
Right.
some people, especially from the New England area, who will go toe to toe with me on Dunkin' Donuts. But I'm personally a Starbucks fan, so I'm excited about this. They're trying to get into the NFT action. They're going to build a
Yeah.
community-based membership model using Web3. I think it's an innovative step forward into the future. I'm excited.
So I personally like this idea, and I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day, I don't even remember how long ago this was. They used to have a Starbucks gold card. So like you've got your regular gift cards that you can like load up with money and all that, but you if you had a gold card, you got extra bonuses when you went to the store. Like you would get, free sandwiches. And I mean, I know we still get that now as long as you have an account with them and all that, but I think this could be really cool with them. Like if you hold an NFT of theirs, then you get additional perks.
Yeah, I do remember those gold cards. I have still a gold card. I don't even know if it still works, but I still hold on to it. And yeah, you're right.
Funny.
I
I don't
mean,
think I have mine anymore. I don't know what
yeah,
happened to it, but
I, I still have it. It's a beautiful card, actually. It's quite visually appealing. Um, but yeah,
yeah.
I think I think to kind of utilize the NFT space to kind of unlock various features and utility, and those utility in the coffee world can be, free sandwiches or free coffees,
Right.
free, whatever it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to integrate some utility to this. Like obviously, they talk about engaging content experiences and collaboration, all centered around coffee. What that means, I think, right now is pretty vague, but who knows? They're planning on minting, as it says right below, the end of this year. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be releasing more information very
I
soon.
think it could be really interesting to highlight and focus on, different places around the world where they get the coffee from, and like, um, a sustainable sourcing and that sort of thing around coffee, and find a way to bring that all together.
Yeah, it's just another example of how, like, the gold card is so Web 2. And, now we're
Right.
stepping into the Web 3 version of all of this. And yeah, the
Yeah.
sustainability aspect, Starbucks has always tried to be a kind of a leader in that area. And I imagine what the possibilities of releasing an NFT and kind of all that comes with it will unlock some great opportunities in that space too.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, and of course we have to talk about Elon Musk, because it seems like he makes it into every episode of the Nifty News. He recently swapped his Twitter avatar for a collage of Bored Apes, and apparently he was doing that to troll NFT owners, because the Bored Ape floor price was surging, or did surge to 10 ETH. And I don't know where it was at before. Let's see if it says here in this article.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the floor is right now. The Bored Ape Yacht Club floor is not something I watch too closely. I don't own a Bored Ape Yacht Club ape, so
But you wish you did.
no kidding, right? Right. But I think kind of the higher level news on this is really how Elon has the power to influence NFT projects. I mean,
Mhm.
in a really big way. And, if I think that's one of the things that is a little scary is like how much he can influence NFT projects and crypto in general. If he were
Well,
to
you
tweet
just
out
look at with what he did with Dogecoin. I mean,
exactly.
that was a shit coin, and he really did help make that blow up
Yeah,
just
exactly.
from tweeting about it. So,
Exactly. And all it takes is one little tweet, and you can literally see in real time the world react to
mhm.
whatever he's tweeting about. So if it's Bitcoin or if it's Ethereum or if it's Dogecoin or if it's an NFT project like Bored Ape, literally he does something on Twitter and you can see the ripple effect that it has, whether positive or negative. And so I think that's one of the things that's a little scary, right? There's not too
Right.
many people who have the ability to not only move the markets in like the traditional market sense, stock markets. If he tweets about Starbucks, you're not going to see a massive shot up of Starbucks stock, but the crypto space is a little bit more, I would say, um, influenced by people and specifically celebrities and whales and so
Mhm.
it's a interesting to watch the world react to everything he does, and this putting his changing his avatar to a whole bunch of Bored Apes collage, which is, I mean, actually quite a cool image, but that
Mhm.
obviously is him making a statement. So,
Yep. Yep. This does go on to say that he doesn't own any NFTs.
which is interesting.
And this article says Michael Buhana, the contemporary art specialist and co-head of digital art at Sotheby's, reacted, sharing a screenshot and asking him to delete the avatar he had designed for Sotheby's sales, suggesting that Musk had not acquired the NFTs.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So it looks like this artist created it, and it was for Sotheby's to sell, and then he tweeted it out, or he changed his PFP and didn't even credit the artist. So maybe that's why he took it down.
yeah, that's interesting you say that and point that out, because my understanding, the whole like perk about NFTs is that you own the NFT. It is yours. It is in your name and in your wallet. And so you can do what you want with it. But if I own a specific NFT and then I see you using it, like
Right.
that's against kind of what NFTs stand for. It's not yours. You can't use
Yeah.
it.
Well, that
So
goes back to the whole thing of, right click and, copy paste a JPEG and you own it. But no, you don't really own it because it's technically somebody else's
right.
NFT.
Right. Yeah. And so, I mean, the whole conversation that opens up a whole can of worms on like ownership and how to verify whether it's owned by that individual. So, like, can I just take, a picture of a bored ape, make it my profile picture, and then will people think I have a bored ape? Probably. And
Yeah,
in reality,
probably.
I don't. And so, like, how
When
do
really
we
it's stolen.
Yes, exactly. How do we
Mhm.
verify that? I know Twitter's working on a verification process for PFPs
Yeah.
so that they
Yeah, they
integrate with
have
their
that where
wallet.
you can tell if you actually own that. You just connect your wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But I still don't know if it can capture, like, if I were to just take a picture of a bored ape, a snip,
Right.
make that my PFP, I don't think Twitter can do anything about that. Um,
Yeah, I'm
and
not
that's
sure. I'm not sure if they can or not. I mean, the owner of the NFT can.
what can they do?
Well, it depends probably on the rights.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
I'm not a lawyer.
nor is any of this legal advice, but I'd be
Right.
curious, like,
Exactly.
if I were
Exactly.
to take someone's bored ape or maybe a CryptoPunk, really, what can someone do and not do? I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question, though.
Yeah.
But either way, Elon Musk definitely has the power to move the NFT market, and that's something to watch.
Okay. So Yuga Labs is back in the news with Otherside that goes hand in hand with the Bored Apes because this is their metaverse, Otherside metaverse.
That's
So
right.
had you heard about this one, Jen
I
FT?
did. How could I miss it? Man, it has
Right.
been the number one project on OpenSea for now like a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I
everybody's talking about it.
yeah, yeah, everyone, the first question I have is like, did you buy some land? No. I did
Hmm.
not buy any land. I don't have Bored Ape. I don't actually own ApeCoin yet.
I
But
know.
so
I'm still kicking myself. I meant to buy ApeCoin and then I don't know what happened. I got busy and I never did
yeah.
when it
Well,
was like around like the $10 mark and now it's like doubled and I missed that.
yeah, I think so for anyone that maybe hasn't listened to one of our previous episodes, Yuga Labs is the company behind Bored Apes,
And
and they
ApeCoin. Mhm.
and ApeCoin, right? So that's all part of the same conglomerate. And so not only do you have the NFTs, the Bored Ape NFTs, you now have ApeCoin, and now you have with the other side, it's called the other side, you now have metaverse land opportunities. So obviously they're moving in the direction to build a metaverse and have their apes inside that metaverse interact with the metaverse. So if you're a ape owner, I would assume that you get first rights into their metaverse, and your ape can walk around and kind of engage. I don't know what, I haven't stayed close enough to understand like what the vision of their metaverse is going to be, but I mean, I think Yuga Labs is like just going full force in all things NFT, and I think they're kind of becoming a leader in the space, and
Yeah.
um, it's going
So
to be
did
a
you
lot.
also hear the other part of this story that there were gas wars and it led to $172 million in transaction fees that cost individual buyers between $4,000 and $10,000.
Yeah,
And those obviously those high mint fees caused many people to complain that they were unable to even make a purchase. And it just, so what I heard was that they were going to refund those fees to people,
Oh,
which is
interesting.
pretty unheard of in this world of, NFTs and cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I would say hats off to them because that's just showing that they are putting community first.
Right.
If they really do that, I would love to see that because it's not really the fault of the buyers. It's
Yeah.
really, how they structured the minting process. So I would love to see them actually refund people if that's true. And yeah, I mean, with any major mint, you're going to have gas wars and you're going to have failed transactions, and it's a risk. And more often than not, maybe the next best thing is to not mint and buy off the secondary to avoid that kind of gas war situation.
Right.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it's it's pretty common, so I'm not surprised, not surprised at all.
So, Jen FT, I am wondering, I'm looking at this article that NFTs were a hot market, but the number of accounts trading has decreased. And I'm wondering what this means for the future of NFTs. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Um, I think this is really interesting. This isn't the only article I found that kind of has that same sentiment where, like, in here it says almost 1 million accounts were actively buying and selling NFTs at the start of the year, but that number has since declined to about 491,000. And, like, wow, that's a pretty substantial decrease. So, like,
Yeah.
what's happening? I think, I'm not using any specific advice or kind of analysis. I haven't done an analysis on this, but I think the whole overall the markets in the world has gone through a lot in the last 3 months, in the last quarter since the start of the
Mm-hmm.
year. Major wars happening.
Right.
The impact on the crypto space. There's a lot of regulatory changes that have happened in crypto, and so there's a lot going on. So I think you're seeing people kind of pull back on the trading, maybe perhaps hodling a little bit more, waiting to see things cool down, waiting to see what happens with the crypto markets in general. Is Bitcoin going up to 100,000 that people are saying, or is it crashing? Kind of
Mm-hmm.
hodling and waiting to see. I mean, I, for one, have kind of slowed down my own personal investing and trading, just to kind of cool it down, wait to see. And then once I get a good sense of kind of where the world is going, then I'll probably start a little bit more actively investing. But
Right.
I too have kind of slowed down a little bit. And I think that's probably what you're seeing here.
Right. Well, and as this article mentions, it's talking about, the hackers and the scammers and the all of that. I'm sure that makes people really leery of, even trying to get into this market when, like, you never know if you're going to get your NFTs stolen.
Right.
I mean, we talk about it in this show all the time.
Yeah, it's scary. It's an intimidating space, and so rightfully so. People should be cautious. People should be leery, suspicious of other people in this space. And as as beautiful of a space as this is, it's also risky. And there are some security concerns in this space, probably more so than the traditional markets, or buying art from your local artist in
Right.
in real life. So yeah, it's interesting to see. I am still extremely bullish on in this space. I love it. I think that this is going to be the future. I really do. And so yes, we're going to see some ups and downs with trading
Yep.
volume and people coming in the space, people leaving the space for whatever reasons. But I, for one, am definitely still very excited for years to come. I think it's the future. And as at the very end of this article says, but the NFT market is far from dead and continues to attract new entrants, such as Starbucks announced that on Tuesday they were going to unveil an NFT loyalty program that we just talked about. You've got Coinbase, who is debuting their trading platforms and allowing NFT trading and exchange marketplace. So I agree, it is far from dead, and I'm still very excited for the future of NFTs. I think there's a lot that we haven't even seen or even touched on yet.
Yeah, I agree. And I definitely think, going back to, like you just said, the Starbucks introducing NFTs, I think that is going to be a major trigger in bringing new people into the space. And like we talk about all the time is, we're trying to get more women into this space. And I think that this is like the perfect combination. I mean, not saying that men don't like coffee, but I know that women are typically like, Starbucks is their jam. I think it's a great gateway to help get more women into the NFT space.
Yeah, completely agree. It's I think, not only are we on the mission to bring more women to the space, but I think you're going to see the whole world is, and as these brands that, appeal to all sorts of shapes, sizes, genders, and all of the above. I think you're going to see more people and more women specifically entering the space, and we're going to be here for them.
Right.
We want to be their go-to place. So it's good. I cannot wait to see the influx of incredible women into the space. It's going to be so good.
I agree. And so that's all we've got for the news this week. So thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast player and click that bell if you're watching this on YouTube so that you are notified whenever we have a new episode. And be sure to follow us on all the social. That is at the Nifty, NIFTYCHICKS. And be sure to leave us a review on your podcast player, because that really helps us to be shown to other listeners, and hopefully, they'll enjoy the show as much as you do.
That's right. And as always, ladies, thank you for listening. Invest in yourself. You are worth it. Please listen carefully to the following disclaimer. Neither the host nor the guests of the Nifty Chicks podcast are acting in the capacity of financial advisors. We wish to remain transparent and impartial to the NFT community at all times, and therefore, the content provided by the Nifty Chicks hosts and guests are intended for general information purposes only. Nothing written or discussed by the Nifty Chicks hosts and guests should be construed or relied upon as investment, financial, legal, regulatory, accounting, tax, or similar advice. Nothing should be interpreted as a solicitation to invest in any cryptocurrency or NFT, and nothing herein should be construed as a recommendation to engage in any investment strategy or transaction. Please be advised that it is in your own best interest to consult with investment, legal, tax, or similar professionals regarding any specific situation and any prospective transaction decisions. You must do your own research when considering investing in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. We are simply sharing our journey with you as we learn more about the world of NFTs. Happy minting.
What can I do for you?
That was creepy.
Yeah. That was my other computer that I didn't even know was on.
Oh my God, that's super creepy.
Yeah.
What about
the shit out of me?
Yeah.
Did you see me jump?
No, but
Oh
I was like, wow, Joel's voice has changed.
No, I just jumped.
Yeah, I would